Hi YouTubers, thank you so much for watching this channel. My name is Kevin, you're watching The Royal We, and in this video I want to talk to you about being compromised. This is one of the most important things that you and I can talk about, because abusive people take power and control over you through your areas that are compromised. So in this video, let's talk about what being compromised means. Let's look at some real-world applications of being compromised. And then in the end, I want to talk to you a little bit about my own personal story and how subtle it can seem, but nevertheless extremely dangerous at the same time. Now, I appreciate all the comments that I receive on my YouTube channel, and I also appreciate the telephone calls that I receive. Those of you who have called me, thank you. I know it takes a lot of strength to make that phone call, and I want to let you know that it's a two-way street. Every time you call me, I gain just as much as you do. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I leave my phone number at the end of each video. You're welcome to contact me. If I don't answer right away, I do my best to call you back as soon as I possibly can. One of the reoccurring things that I hear in these telephone calls is, when will I get back to the person I was before? One of the things that I like to challenge you with is there was something wrong in the structural integrity of the person you were before. You don't want to go back to that person you were before. You want to come out of this stronger, better, more aware, so that you're less likely to be compromised. It has everything to do with integrity. Knowing your integrity, understanding your structural integrity. This is where you're able to not be compromised and not find yourself in situations where you're compromised. So what does it mean to be compromised? Being compromised is a weakness in quality or value, a decrease in your value, a decrease in your quality. If we're talking about a military operation, the quality of the operation has been exposed to danger. What do they do in these situations where the mission is compromised? They abandon that mission as quickly as possible. There's a reason why, because they're exposed to danger once it's compromised. Let's talk about the structural integrity of an airplane. The structural integrity of an airplane, that pilot knows before he takes off, if he has red flags beeping all over the place, all the lights are going off, there's something wrong with the integrity of that airplane. Even if it starts to take off, that pilot is going to land that plane immediately. The airplane's been compromised. And the pilot knows that if one piece of that airplane is compromised, it can affect a bunch of other stuff and it could be a disaster. He lands that thing right away. Let's talk about a ship that sails in the ocean. The captain of the ship knows that if there's a compromise, a breach, something is compromised on that ship. All it takes is a small area that's compromised. Letting water in at the wrong place at the wrong time can cause all sorts of damage. In your case, the integrity, the structural integrity of you is what's going to keep you from being compromised. We could talk about red flags of the narcissistic individual all day long. We could talk about red flags of abusive people all day long, because they do show red flags nonstop. There are hundreds of videos out there that talk about the red flags of abusive people. Top 10 signs the person you're with is an abusive person. The flags don't matter if we do not understand where we're compromised, if we don't understand our structural integrity. So what does it mean to understand your structural integrity? Well, know how you're built. Know what you're meant to be. Know your calling. Know where you're supposed to end up. You're at point A, you need to get to point B. How are you going to get there? Understand your integrity. Every member of your body, all of you, works together to get you where you need to go in life. Just like an airplane, just like a ship. And if you're flying, if you're sailing this vessel, your vessel, through an ocean, through storms, without understanding your integrity, without knowing areas of your life where you have been compromised, then what's going to happen? That storm's gonna hit, the water's gonna come in, you're gonna start to sink. And then when you start to sink, you're gonna be looking for help. And the only person that's gonna be there at that point in time is the abusive person. And eventually what happens is you are sinking in life and you're reaching up to the abuser to help pull you out. Listen, if an ocean storm hits a ship that's been compromised and it's sinking, that storm, that ocean is not going to pull the ship out. It's not going to help. That ocean's going to take that ship further down into the pit. That's what abusive people do to you. It's time to patch up those compromised areas. Know your integrity. Know who you are. All right? That's what it comes down to. Know who you are. Now I want to share with you a little bit about my story. My wife and I, we would go and spend time with her family. We'd have dinners, get-togethers. This is all normal. And when we started, I had my values and my standards. My wife and I were known as people who would go to church. We didn't get involved with the fighting, and we didn't get involved in certain things, and the drinking and the partying. And her family did all that stuff. We started to hang out longer than we should in the beginning. Then we started hanging out even longer. Then I started having some drinks with them, and I know people are saying, well, there's nothing wrong with that, having a couple beers. Yeah, that's true. But then it went to going to their parties that they would have where they're staying up late and partying all night. I'm not talking about a family get-together where you have a few drinks and laugh. I'm talking about grown adults partying like they're in high school. My wife and I had no business being there, but we compromised. We thought, well, this is family, it's fun. No. We were walking into a storm. And through that, they gained power and control over me. I compromised when I let my family go and be around this. All that matters is knowing your integrity, knowing who you are, knowing the structure of your being. Because it's your structure, your well-being, that's going to take you from point A to point B. You're responsible for making it through this life and completing your personal mission. Doesn't matter who else, your mom, your dad. Do not be compromised in areas of your life. Certain areas of your life. It's important. I hope this helps you to look at your own structural integrity. If you have any questions, go ahead and contact me anytime. I also would like to announce that I do have a Facebook page. You can go to my YouTube channel homepage, click the Facebook link on my banner. It's there. I want to see all of you guys liking the page. I want to put daily inspirational things there for you. I also want to do live Facebook videos that will include you and hopefully answer questions in real time.